Hey ladies and gentlemen, Chef Cutting here. Got something really cool to talk to you about. It's called ice ball molds from Cuzzina. And these are really cool because the silicone products over the last 5 years have really started hitting the kitchen in a positive way because they're so universally used. This specific product was originated being called a whiskey ball. And the reason is because you'd use this hole right here and fill it up with water, freeze it, and then it actually came off. And you could take that full ball of water out, place it into a deep whiskey cup, and they used it for deep, expensive whiskeys with a very thick glass. So it's a really cool idea in formal dining. But now you can use these for a lot of other things. And I'm going to talk to you about a couple good recipes that you can use these with. But as I said, the uses are absolutely astronomically out there. You can't not come up with a new idea to use this. So because it's so universal, it's food safe, so you can use it for any kind of thing. So I'm going to show you a drink recipe and a food recipe just by using these balls, okay? The first one I would do is I would suggest that you get maybe a cranberry juice, orange juice, or a grapefruit juice and pour it to about the halfway mark. Place the ball lid on like so and place it in the freezer and then wait overnight and then take it out the next day. Now, if you're having a dinner party, I do suggest you get as many of these as you can. I have a dozen of them. Sometimes people just buy 8 of them, but there's 2 to a box. So if you're going to do this, I would suggest you buy at least 4 so that you've got enough to do these kind of recipes. Then when you get it out of the freezer the next day, through that beautiful little hole there, you'll pour another juice. I say cranberry on the bottom, put grapefruit on the top. And then when you're done with that, you can go ahead and refreeze it. And then the next day, which should be the day of your party, you'll have 8 to 10 of these beautiful balls with 2-toned colors. And you can place them in a nice deep glass and pour vodka over it. And you have now got a sea breeze. And a long-lasting sea breeze, I may say too, because what they'll be able to see is you won't absolutely have to keep replenishing the juices. They'll just pour more alcohol over the ball, and of course that will continue to melt and give them an everlasting sea breeze cocktail. So that's one thing. You could do that with orange juice too, with orange juice and pineapple juice, and then you have a Mai Tai, so on and so forth. Now the food one I'll give you, which is a really cool one, and I do this in my restaurant, is you take some bananas and put the bananas on the bottom here and then fill it up halfway with coconut milk. Put the lid on like so, and then you go ahead and over the top through the hole on the top here, you'll pour in a little bit of banana liqueur and brown sugar water solution. So it's nice and full like this. Now place them in the freezer, leave them there overnight, and then the next day, when they're frozen, guess what you have? An already pre-made Bananas Foster. All you gotta do is just take this out of the freezer, drop it in a frying pan, and within 3 minutes, you have Bananas Foster at your fingertips. Now think about that. You got 4 people coming over for dinner. These can last up to 2 weeks in the freezer. You could have made the dessert already, and people will be like, how did you do that? It's an incredible idea. Another awesome idea for my kitchen, and I've got to tell you that being a chef, there's no better balls out there to make these kind of recipes made of silicone. I'm Chef Cutting, and I thoroughly endorse Ice Ball Molds by Cuzzina.